A smaller company simply can't make the investments that the companies of our scale make. The internship program to develop young managers, our associate account manager program, when we recruit them out of Mississippi State or Auburn or Georgia or Tennessee, have them spend a year on a crew and then roll into an account management role. If you're a mom and pop operator, you can do a great job, but where's your next manager to support growth going to come from? You know, the investments in software, the investments in GPS and cameras, the investments in the right liability insurance, which sounds like an easy thing, but we're not the natural owner of every piece of work. Our clients need us to be able to guarantee certain things, that we do exactly what we say we're going to do from a scope of work, the legality of our labor, the fact that our labor's been criminal background checked, that we're going to look a certain way on their property, and that we have certain capabilities around floriculture, irrigation, these very specialized areas of expertise. The pricing in our industry is more a science than an art. And what I mean by that is we're going to measure your property. These days, we're doing that using satellite technology primarily, and then sort of an on-site sanity check. We're going to measure your property. We know exactly how long it takes to do that much edging, do that many square feet of mowing, mulch that many square feet of bed, put in seasonal color 2 or 3 times a year. We know exactly what it costs. Most good landscape companies are going to deliver you a decent to really good product. What we're really trying to deliver is a very good customer experience. In addition to that, the hardest thing about our specific industry, landscaping, is people. It is really hard to get good management talent, and it is really hard to get good field labor. If you're running a $2, $3, $5 million revenue business and a crew leader doesn't show up on Tuesday, you might be driving the truck. And that is really stressful. You know, obviously talent is critical. The bigger you are, the more you can invest in your talent, your training and your development, your recruiting. You know, something that's really changed dramatically in the industry over the last 20 years, I would say. 10 or 15 years ago, if you had 20 million in revenue, you were probably one of the 100 biggest landscape companies in the country. Now that number is probably 50 million to be one of the 100 biggest landscape companies in the country. And that it's a chicken and egg thing, because the customers are demanding things that require investment. Investment requires that you get bigger. We've acquired a number of landscape businesses, and folks sell their landscape businesses usually for one of a handful of reasons. A lot of folks get tired of fighting the labor battle. And at the scale we're at, we can really help with that. The second piece is there are folks in this industry who love managing people and taking care of properties, but they have no interest in regulatory licensing, insurance, health insurance, HR, tax, finance. We, or frankly other folks, we can lift all that off of them and say, hey, we're going to run your back office for you. You just take care of clients and manage your field team. People are either tired of dealing with the labor, they're tired of dealing with the bureaucracy. It's just retirement time and well done to them, or they've had some sort of personal change in their life. Running a business is hard, and they don't have the 70 hours a week to put into it anymore. We've really worked hard to be an acquirer of choice, and there are a lot of private equity-backed landscape companies that can buy your company. 10 years ago, there were probably 10. Today, there are probably 60 or 70. We've done 25 acquisitions. We're big enough to know how to do them, but we're small enough that we actually care about buying a $2 or $3 or $4 million revenue company. We've built a machine. We can usually go from letter of intent, a signed deal to have a deal, to closing in 30 to 45 days. And we know what we like and we don't like, and we can move quickly. We're really good at the actual execution of, here's the deal, let's negotiate the deal, and then be done negotiating and focus on due diligence, and let's get closed quickly and get money in your pocket. But we're also have built a real team. We have a whole post-merger integration team that can come, and if you don't use the software we use, help you get on the software, help explain the Landscape Workshop benefits package to your employees and get them signed up for the 401k or the health insurance. If you're the owner who wants to stay on and be engaged, but just doesn't want to deal with some of the back office and the bureaucracy, well, we built a great team that it can just lift that off of you and let you focus on what you like. We're going to execute the transaction well. We're going to care about your people. It's a good culture where your high performers are going to thrive, and we're going to create opportunity for them. Your employees have a lot of opportunity. You get paid. If you want to stick around, that's awesome as a seller. But if it's retirement time for you, help us with the transition, because we've got a bunch of young, talented folks who are ready to take the next step in their career. And that is something we can bring to the table that I think a lot of folks can't.